you aptly pointed out that Alla may have bought many other top laners of the LPL 6 more Yorick games.
Here's one of them.
You said 5 of them would be bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you call your shot now.
The way you want to be playing this one. It's obviously very important with Sion, but even with that Rise, getting the setup for your team. Yes.
Oh, Chris has no flash. Great combo. Vampire sets him up. Monkey knocks him down. Two pivotal members right now for WE's success, showing why.
The moment TES, they are stealing away all of Monkey's camps. He's not going to be able to access his blue buff right here. And the response might just about be a plate for WE's bot lane if they feel confident enough to step up, but I'm not even sure about that one. Although, wait.
Chris,
they don't feel confident to go.
Wave.
They can't.
No, here comes the Realm Warp. Kanavi used the blue buff to get level 6 as well. That is Monkey and Vampire's flash, just like that. Change of Corruption going to come down to JackeyLove. He'll cleanse them off. Ari soon to join the fight, flashes in with a Spirit Rush to get the Charm. Cream is locked up, but there's the huge Fate's Call onto 3. JackeyLove flashes over all of WE, gets the first red. Kanavi flies back in with the untargetable. JackeyLove dipping, dodging, dashing, all around World Elite as they crumble at the might of the TES AD carry, but Taeyun ends up being the real hero. Triple kills for both marksmen, but it's the Varus that stands tall on the recall.
Round out right here. The Varus still hurts.
Immediate value on the on-hit Varus. I mean, that fight looks a lot different, I think, if that is a Comet Varus dealing lethality items. We flash back live, and Karis is the target of 369, who is just so clinical with the Scion. Flashes for the slow, and gives a alley-oop slam dunk of a kill for Kanavi.
Round. Is going to take a reset, so without the mid laner in the area, we are just going to be able to start this one up. Remember, they have themselves the Yorick, so you want to pick up at least one of these, if not 2 or 3. Kanavi is here, though, potentially looking for a steal. That is going to be the smite from Monkey.
Can't get in.
Can't go.
Dream's too far away.
All right.
Realm Warp is up. Scion could ult across the map, but TS don't want to. Rubs going to Monkey. WE on the rotates.
Very much was that reset from Cream that opened it up for WE. The second that the mid laner is gone, you can just go play for this one. It was critical, though, for Cream to go back and get that Rod of Ages. You need to get that stacking as quickly as possible. You can see a lot of these first items have now been completed, and the response for the 3 grubs is going to be this Infernal Drake going over to TES. This one's going to go over uncontested. Monkey is on the complete other side of the map.
Among those first item breakpoints, though, coming through, a lot strong. Most of the stronger ones, especially as the 4 stack, right? The York's going to be fine as this game goes on, but it's more important that you get the most out of this Ari and this Pantheon. And just like that, Cream with the phase rush gets away from the Charm, and that should be enough to keep him alive. But he's going to Realm Warp smartly away from a dive that was going to follow. So Cream keeps himself safe, buys space for TES further up the river.
That is going to be a little bit of extra movement towards both this top lane tier 1 tower and the Rift Herald if you want it. The response, though, is going to be to push straight down onto the mid lane. And giving up mid lane tier 1 for Herald not going to be the most worthwhile. Team should be able to clear out this wave, and now the tower's going to start hitting.
Change Corruption through. Chris pass Fate's Call if he needs it too often, but point being here is that the approach here from TS of this, like, not fading into the fights that WE wants and playing slow, it's really good to see, knowing that the identity of the team that they drafted. And they're even fighting these timers to get the Rift Herald, right? This is going to go uncontested. The longer this game goes through...
Turn around straight up and pick themselves up this Drake. Uncontested as well. That's now going to be 1 Drake apiece. So no Drake stacking going to be coming through for either of these teams right now.
He's already pretty tanky. He has 9.5 under him. It's just impossible to dive Scion. And TES, they're willing to sacrifice very mildly enticing neutral objectives. They trade the Dragon to get 1 turret. Now Kanavi crashes the Herald into another. Cream there. Should be able to get this tier 2 turret because WE indexed so much into trying to dive the Scion. They had 3 members on the bot side. All of the right moves, all the right reads coming through for top esports. And
it's going to be down by 2,000 gold, and it's all because of these towers falling, the map plays, the rotations from TES. The macro has always been so good. WE, they're going to respond by teleporting into the mid lane, just trying to bully down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Team pops in. Chris, flash, hostile takeover. He's inciting a riot onto WE. Karis has to dash way out of the fight. Taeyun is fighting a 1v1 with Kanavi, but they need him over on the main fight because 369 is selling albums in Knockup City right now. Monkey flies up. Cube is next. See you later, Karis. 369 is flashing after the Ari. One more decimating smash. 369 Sion is unplayable against right now. It was last week and it is now. TES break open this game 1.
For a tank.
And if you're getting all these members to hit onto a Sion, who are you ignoring? The Fury, Callista, and Rise. More map pressure being soaked up by TES and WE gamble stacking to try and cover their turrets. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught. Drive-by. There's some good drifting there from 369. He is going to be fine and dandy walking through some of these turrets. Oh my god, wait, Grand Starfall?
Hey, yo.
Monkey's chasing him.
Hello?
Monkey, there's no way, dude.
Monkey
keep in mind, he's
kill
bringing
him,
Cube
but,
over.
Yeah. Between Cube and Karis, they eventually kill him. Although they lose this
Faust,
minion
is that
wave.
you? Faust, is that you, man? Look at he pulls 3 members top and creates an Otacon.
Wants to be ahead. You can see right here, this is a Rise build that comes on quite late into the game, right? The Roa into Seraph, it gives you so much later on, so much survivability too. Right
Yeah,
now,
but
though.
Cream already
Just
has
does
it.
enough.
He's already he's at the mark. He's got those 2 scaling items done, and
It's not the one that everybody loves the most, so good stats for anybody who's able to grab it. And right now, TS, they've got themselves the fast track into the pit right here. I don't even know if there's going to be any response from WE whatsoever.
yeah, they just have constant waves to answer. It's not valuable to drop these to stop a 3rd Drake of the game at 24 minutes. The resolve, calm approach here from TS is even smarter. It adds another extra layer, knowing that the best way to counter a Yorick pick is short lanes. And where does Cube confidently feel like he can push out? Nowhere.
Oh,
Here comes WE looking for another proactive play. Karis TP's behind. Got 369's flash out of the play pit that Yorick can throw down. With the Chains of Corruption, everything onto 369. Here's the hostile takeover from Crisp. Off to the left, you got Kanavi, who just blows up Karis. My lord, once again, WE, you throw way too much to 369, and he turns it back with a vengeance. You blink and you miss it. The ace comes down, and TS might just be going for one of the quickest games in the LPL.
Yeah, they might be able to close this one out pre-Baron right now. 24.5 minutes into this game. The death timers, they're pretty short, but 20 seconds in the future is still an age right here for WE. Looks like they're going to just drop down 0-1 in this series. TES, they want to close this one.
Just at the 25-minute mark, a surgical start to this series for TES.
Exactly.
We're starting to show now through 3 straight games that they are done playing with their food.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.